Hey y'all, so I'm back. I actually was so excited. I started putting paint on my plate before I turned the video on. I'm glad I caught myself. So we're going to work with these Arteza Mica flaky things. You know, you saw me doing the unboxing. I said I had an idea that hit me for our cards. So what I'm thinking is I'm going to grab some of these cards over here. I was going to work on some that were already done and then work on some new ones. But the ones that we did before with the Venetian painting, I just think, like, how cool would... Let's just see. I don't know. I have no idea if this is going to work. This is definitely trial and error. So I'm doing a thin glaze layer of the metallic Ice Blue by Folk Art. This is another one of my all-time favorite to use for glazing. So I'm going to take a little bit of this mica. Let's just flake some of it around. Let's just see. Like fairy dust. And then let's go ahead and use this brayer to kind of distribute it. Oops, a little bit more. And then let's go ahead. I don't know that it's going to pull that great the first time because you know how the plate, it takes a while for it to warm up to everything. So I'm just going to put some down like that. And let me see, where is a piece of something for me to, I'll just use this right now. Let's just see. I want it to be subtle, but I thought on these cards it could be kind of neat. Oh yeah, look at that. It did pull up. Look at the little flakes. They're actually pretty too. Let me see if I can get you all to see those little flakes down there. They look like little mirrors. Oh, I love it. Like they're not all over the top. It's nice. There'll be some bigger ones too, but let's just see how they work in the paint. And they really are on that card good. They're really caught up in the oh, and I like this ice blue on top of this color as well. I was so busy looking at the flakes I didn't pay attention to the those really look nice. Just a nice little added bit of drama. I'm trying to get to catch the light. It's very subtle. I mean, especially the small pieces. See, let me see if I can get it to come on. They're very subtle in there. Oh, I love it. So let's try. Okay, I'm going to use, for some reason, I like this metallic blue with the color shift in the black flash. So let's put some of the color shift down. And I'll figure out how I'm going to do this. I'm thinking that it's going to, I don't know, let's just see what we end up, let's see how this pulls. It's going to be a dark tone here, I know that. It also should be thin because it's going to be a glaze. And actually, that little bit I put on the plate, really, there's still a lot of flakes on here. So I'm thinking as we work, it should still just kind of keep on picking up. And it's funny because they are embedding into the, especially the small ones. I'll see how the bigger ones on, but they really are just really embedded in that paint really nicely. That's good. Because, you know, I do this with the gold leafing, right? So I just thought, when I saw those things the other day, I was like, what do those look like? Okay, let's just see. Okay, same thing. We're getting, see how you get this sort of platinum silvery kind of color? It's kind of hard to see, I know, with the light being what it is. But it really is a pretty color, that blue with the black flash. Oh, I even like the way it's leaving, like some of them are still stuck on there, but it's kind of making imprints. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use, okay, I'm going to use the gold. Where is the gold? Shoes. I'm going to use the Martha Stewart in just the pale bronze. Get a good amount down there. And let's see. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my my mat here. I'm going to get some imprints going. Let's just go ahead and let's do it like this. What I'm interested in right now is just getting the imprint on the plate. Excuse me, I'm still getting over this sinus attack I had, so I'm trying not to sniffle for those who have a hard time. I'll say, oh, it's hard to look at the video because you were sniffing. Sorry about that. I really don't mean to, but I understand if it's annoying. But it's not my intention. It's either that or I just don't make them until, and that could be a lot because my sinuses come and go. I don't really think I have the most severe case of sinuses, but I do. Out here in the desert, when things get to blowing, that dust can really take you out. So we're getting a lot of color sandwiched in between with these flakes. Oh, wow, look at it. See the gold with that black, and then see how you could actually see all three colors on here. You can see the black flash, that ice blue really still sticks around, and that gold just really fills up the card. Gosh, it's pretty. The black flash and that ice blue, funny enough, is just one of my favorite combinations. And see, some of the bigger flecks are picking up, but they've got like paint on them too. So they look really embedded in there. They look like little mirrors, like like your Indian sari fabric or something. And I think it's like the more layers we get on it, the more it's like they're sparkly but not. And that's what I like about it. Wow. These are neat. You can see the large flakes are picking up. But you see how there's like paint? They're like embedded in there. So we're getting some kind of neat coloration going on. Yeah, these are great. So I'm thinking that I would I'm going to go to the back, do a layer on the back of these cards next. So I'm going to go back to the blue and get a nice layer on here, a thin layer of and now that I have the black flash down there, and I think what I'm going to do, something I haven't done before, I'm going to flip the plate. So that way I get different marks from the, I don't know how many I'll be able to get on here. Wow, these cards are really pretty. I guess I can turn that way. But that way I'm picking up the different marks because you know how the edging of the cards and stuff get left behind. So I figure if I do it like this, I can, wow, you get an extra card on there too. Let me just throw that on there. These, you guys have to see this. If you all have any of these mica flakes around, I know a few of you said that you were going to buy some of these, the Arteza ones, but I mean, you probably already have. If you already have something like this, try it, because like looking down on here, it looks so flat. They don't even look all that great. Oh my goodness, but to see them close up, well, I haven't finished filling that in too, but I think what I'm also going to do is, what color? Okay, so see, now we're starting to get just all the little extra stuff, like that's the circles off the plate on the back side. Love it. You can really appreciate that ice blue with the other, you know, information is being picked up off the plate. Oh, that's good stuff there. And you can see how it picked up these. Those are really cool. I like this. I think it adds nicely. It's not like garish or kind of cartoonish or, you know, like crafty. They really do look pretty. It looks like those like the Indian mirrors or the Venetian. It really looks like, you know, that old Venetian glass with these colors on it. I'd say that the colors definitely have something to do with it, because it's causing them to be reflecting a more organic color scheme. Look, that's pretty. So, okay, so that looks good. Let's think about this, because I want to kind of put another glaze color down here to pick this up, but I need it to be a really glazy. I don't really want it to affect the rest of these colors. Let me think about what I want to use. I want to kind of keep this soft palette going too. I don't want to get too strong, or I would use the quinacridone Ozo Gold. You know what I think I'm going to do? I think I'll do my old standby. I'll do the orange flash with the blue to get that nice, you know, kind of green color, that sort of khaki green color I like. That generally gives me a nice glaze, but it shouldn't really interfere with with these cards, but I should be able to get a good filling of color. Like I really want it to go towards to the back of the card, to the, you know, to the empty space that hasn't been colored yet. These backs are beautiful too. That's just a pretty palette. That's the black flash without the gold on it. This one down. Okay, let's just see how this works out. Alrighty. Yep, I'm loving this. And they really are stuck in there, these layers of paint. See, the glaze layers work nicely because it doesn't, it traps them, but it doesn't, oh yeah, there we go. See how it ended up, I got the color to go down in here, but yet it's still, let me see if I can kind of get it, so, but it's not, you know, all that other paint is still on the top of the surface, but now the card is colored to the bottom too. That's what I was going for. Oh, that looks good. Yep. And all the sparkles look good. So now what I want to do is I got to work on the back of these cards. Yep, these looking good. Yeah, see them? They're good. Wow, love them. Okay, so now what I want to do is just figure out what I want to do on the back. Actually, I almost don't want to do anything. I think what I want to do is just come back now and using one of our old favorites here. I might do what I did before. Let's try it. So I'm going to use the claret, the Stays On claret, and stamp it right on the plate. I don't have any paint on there now. It might just be like a very thin layer or something. So this is good because I'm not picking up any paint on my stamp. Okay, and then I'm gonna go get my other one. This one. That didn't make much of a print, did it? Let's see if I didn't press very hard. Okay, I'm getting an outline there. Let's do one more of those. And okay, alrighty. So now what I want to do is, now I'm going to come back with, so I wanted to break this pattern up, but I didn't want it to be, I think what I'm going to do is I'll take a little bit of, take this circle stamp I have too, and just get some like that, just to kind of give it some extra now what I'm going to do is I'm going to come back with ice blue, and I'm just going to get a thin layer down there. Just a nice thin glaze layer, and then let's put these down. See what we pick up. Oops, put the wrong side down here. Okay. Let's put this one. So let's see what we get here. I think that'll be enough on this side just to give it the color that I want, because then, you know, we have other things we're doing on the back of these, but these really came out beautifully. Wow. Talking about some old walls. We got some there, but I'm really loving these flakes in there. I know it's kind of hard to really see them with the camera, but you'll see when you do them yourself. Oh, that's what I was hoping for. See how we picked that up? See, stamping right on the plate. Oh, love it. Okay. Yes, that's what I was looking for. Gorgeous. And you can see how both sides are so totally different. And the only difference is that, well, we started with the same base colors, but this one I put the khaki green kind of color with it, and on this one I didn't, and I didn't put gold. So this is basically just the metallic ice blue and the black flash, and now I'm coming with a layer of ice blue again, and we're picking up how, you know, what we stamped on the plate. And there's enough stuff still down on the plate that when we come again, we would pick up more. I love these. Oh yeah, it's even picked up the outline of that stamp. This really, I hadn't used that ice blue yet, I don't think, in these at all during our sessions. So I'm glad I thought to use it today so you can see that. That's one that you can just pick right up from Michael's or Joann's. And you can even get this at, oh, these look good. You can even get the ice blue from Walmart. They even have the folk art, this one, the metallics. So that's what I wanted to do. And it's amazing because that one little bit went a long ways. I mean, you wouldn't want, I mean, at least my style is I wouldn't want a ton of it on there, and I still have bits and pieces on my plate, like even for the next time when I come back. Or if you just want to go ahead and sort of pull them off your plate, you can, because they're just laying right there. They're not like stuck hard at all, so it's very easy to take them off the plate if there's ones on there that you don't want. But in the meantime, like this one, see how nicely it's stuck in between the layers? Let me see if I can show you guys. It's right there. It's almost hard to see them unless the light hits a certain kind of way. Okay, that was fun. So, another 15 cards down in our sessions. Yeah, these are going to go in. So I was just looking at how we have, let me just move this out the way. We have so many different colors, though basically I've really stuck to the same color palette roughly, but you can even see in an instance like when we look through our cards, what I try to do is I go through them and sort of see earlier stuff, and we can see how, you know, all of, even, you know, things just blend and work together nicely. And what I would do with these is come back over them, and because I even have some pretty bright ones in here. If you remember these when I did them, yeah, those are pretty bright. So we'll just kind of mix them throughout. So I would come back over this, and I can actually do some scripting on top of this one, you know, just kind of to tie them together. But lots of fun cards in here, so I'm happy about that. Alrighty. Gosh, I really like the way they're very subtle, the ones on this side, but nice. So they'll blend in well with everything we've done. And these little, this is just gorgeous. I'll just try to hold it up close so you guys can see them, because when I look in, they don't look impressive when you look down on them. But you see there, that's the color. See how gorgeous they look? It's just so much going on in these cards. I love those little flakes. I think they add nicely. So there we have it. Alrighty, thanks again for hanging out with me. Going into December, probably this is going to expand into January a little bit, because I'm in the middle of a move, and there'll be a couple of Saturdays that I won't be putting up a video because I won't be making anything, because I'm actually breaking my studio down and to move. So if you see me not being around a bit, it's not like I've gone AWOL. It's just that I'll be moving. The other thing I would suggest doing too is in January, I'm going to revamp some of my Patreon categories, so that, as I'm just not sure what I'm going to do over here on YouTube, to be very honest with you. I know a lot of guys have heard about this whole thing with COPA and stuff, and I just don't know. But I do have a Patreon, and you know, if you want to continue to hang out with me and what have you, maybe go check me out over there. I already have over 300 videos up, and I put 2 up every week. And $10 a month will get you all of that plus downloadables. So just throwing that out there because I don't want to pop up and one day just be gone, because I have no idea with what YouTube is doing. I'm not going to play around and pretend like my content is for kids or isn't for kids. You know, it's like, oh. But then kids could come and watch it because they do enjoy art. I don't know. It's crazy. But like even these, I'm just looking at these. I know I'm supposed to be stopping, but how about I'm gonna show you how we can make that pop. Just get like the black and the stays on, and we'll just get our ink this up. I know I'm supposed to be stopping, but that's how I am in my studio. I'll look at something, get another idea, and then I'm not stopping. So let's get that, and let's get sort of this piece of it. So the link for my Patreon is below. You can just go over and check it out. You don't have to sign up. I know I have a few things over there. You got to get a feel for it, but I don't know. See how it really pops when we get a stamp on there to have a focal point, because you know we're just doing our old walls, and then we got to come back with our focal points. But I wanted to show you guys how, you know, when you get a focal point going, it just adds to. I love that. Oh my goodness, these are good. Alrighty, I won't keep on going. I just wanted to show you that so that you can sort of see where we're going with this color combination, and then with those flakes in there. I'll be doing more with those flakes. I really like those, but just showing you guys. Alrighty, take care, and I will see you soon. Alrighty, bye bye. Thanks again. Please like and subscribe. Bye bye.